The holidays always bring so many treats. My favorite way to enjoy my treats are with these two holiday winter-themed characters. They're treat holders. As you can see, I made a Rudolph reindeer and a snowman. And when you look inside, I have a lot of treats in there. Hi everybody, I'm Julia and I work at Mississauga Library. Today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy craft where you're going to make a winter treat holder and a winter friend. I'm going to show you how to make a Rudolph reindeer and a snowman. So to make our winter treat holder friends, here are the materials that we're going to need. We are going to need some glue. Today I'm using white glue, but you can use anything you have at home. You are going to need a pot. I'm using a very small pot, and this will be the treat holder. You can also use a plastic water bottle that's cut in half. So you can basically use anything you have at home as long as it can hold something. You are going to need two types of paint, or one, depending on which treat holder you're making. If you want to make Rudolph, you're going to need some brown paint. And if you're going to be making the snowman, you're going to need some white paint. You're also going to need a paintbrush to go along with the paint. You are going to need a pencil or a pencil crayon, and you're going to need some googly eyes. I'm going to have two pairs because I'm making two winter treat holders. So you can use any size you like. I'm using slightly larger eyes, but again, whatever you have at home will do. You can also use just some pen and paper and you can draw some eyes and then you can glue that on too. We are going to need a pom-pom for the nose of our reindeer. And we're going to need some black construction paper for our snowman hat. We are going to need some felt for our snowman scarf, or anything that you think will look best. Anything you also have at home will do. A ribbon will do, or an old t-shirt that you can cut up, whatever you have. We're also going to need some orange construction paper for our snowman's nose. And finally, we're going to need some brown paper for the antlers of our Rudolph friend. We're also going to need some scissors. Remember when using scissors to have an adult help you or have an adult do it for you. If when we get to the cutting part, they can definitely do it for you. And finally, we're going to need some treats. Whatever treats you have at home, anything you get during the holiday season, you can use that. Just anything that you can put inside of your holder will do. So now that we have all of our materials, let's get started. So our first step is to grab your pot and the paint of your choice. Again, if you're going to be making Rudolph, you will be using brown paint. And if you're going to be making a snowman, you're going to be using white paint. You're going to hold your pot, and with a paintbrush, we're going to paint the pot. And then once you paint the pot, we're going to let it dry. And once it's dry, we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we painted our pots and they are dry to the touch, we're going to move on to step 2. I'm going to show you how to make the snowman first, and then I'll move on to Mr. Reindeer over here. To make the snowman, you are going to need that orange construction paper, 2 googly eyes, and some felt that we are going to use to make the scarf. You're also going to need some scissors. Okay. So, oh, and your pencil. Don't forget your pencil. To make Mr. Snowman, you're going to first draw out your carrot nose. So to draw a carrot nose, you're going to need to do a little bit of a triangle, but with rounded edges. And you can make it as long or as short as you like. You can see I made it a little bit longer. So now you're going to use your scissors with adult supervision, or you can ask an adult to cut it for you. You're going to cut out the carrot. I have my carrot nose, and as you can see, this is where I drew my carrot and I made my little mistakes on there. We're just gonna flip it over when we glue it on to our treat holder. so no one's going to see that. Now we are going to grab the glue and we are going to glue the googly eyes. Our friend needs to see, so let's give him some eyes. With our glue, we are going to put just a little bit onto the back of the googly eyes. Glue your eyes right onto your treat holder. So there's one eye, and then you're going to glue it right next to it. You can choose the distance between the eyes, whatever you prefer. I like my eyes very, very close together. I think it looks cuter. Now that the eyes are in place, we are going to put a little bit of glue right in between the eyes, and that's where the nose will go. So then you're going to grab your paper carrot nose, and you are going to stick it right there. So there, he has his eyes and his nose. Now he needs something around his neck. Using the felt, we are going to cut a strip. So now that this is all good and all cut, we are going to measure it so it fits around our Mr. Snowman. If it's a little too short and you're using felt, you can pull on it and it will extend it just a little bit. So I used pink felt today because it's my favorite color. Ooh. And once you find the good placement, we are going to use some more glue right here, just a little bit. And we're going to stick it on and hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds. And once that's in place, we're going to measure again and make sure that it fits. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to add a little bit more glue, just a little bit, and then you're going to wrap it around so it overlaps. Okay, so there you have it. Our snowman has his eyes, his nose, and a little scarf to keep him warm. Our snowman is missing one thing. Can you guess what he's missing? That's right, he's missing a hat. So let's give him a hat using our black construction paper. So again, using our pencil, we are going to make a top hat. Draw your shape and make a hat. And again, using your scissors, we are going to cut out the hat. Okay, so I have my little hat cut out, and I'm going to use a little bit of glue, and I'm going to glue it right on top, just like that. Perfect. So our snowman here is done. So now let's move on to Mr. Rudolph. So we made our snowman, but our snowman needs a friend. So using your dry brown painted pot, you are going to need 2 googly eyes and a pom-pom. And again, you are going to glue it the exact same way that we did with the snowman's eyes and the nose. The eyes will be glued right next to each other, like this, and the pom-pom will be glued right in between. Once you do that, we'll move on to the next step. Perfect. So now that you glued your 2 googly eyes and your pom-pom on your little Rudolph friend, he does need some antlers. So we're going to need our brown construction paper, our pencil or pencil crayon, and some scissors. So what you're going to need to do is fold the paper in half. We are making 2 identical antlers, so this is the easiest way of doing it. And we are going to draw our antlers. So to draw an antler, very simple. Think of it as a tree. You are going to need to do a trunk and then some branches. So I'm only going to do 4 branches today. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. You have your trunk and your branches. So now using your scissors, you are going to cut out the 2 antlers. And because you folded the paper in half, you're going to have 2 of them. So you now have 2 antlers, and they are identical to each other. So using our little friend, we are going to glue the antlers inside of the pot, right over here. So using our glue, you're going to put just a little bit on the bottom of the antler. You can stick it on anywhere you like. I'm going to do it right over here. And again, with the other one, we are going to do the exact same thing with our glue and stick it on right over here and hold it for a few seconds. Okay, looks like it's going to stay, so we don't need any more glue. And there you go. Our Rudolph has antlers. And there you have it, your two very own winter treat holders that also double up as your new friends. So you have a beautiful reindeer and a beautiful snowman. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like our YouTube channel. You can also check out our Facebook page for more information on our libraries and other programs that we are running online. You can also check out our library website to get more information on our 18 locations. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.